Trey, WCW, he is the third man. Look at this picture. Oh my God, what the hell is going on? Oh my God.
Do 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 down 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 do 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 do. And there we had it. The biggest heel turn in history since Hollywood Hulk Hogan. We had to throw in Hollywood Hulk Hogan there. One of the greatest heel turns in wrestling. Who would have saw it coming? Daniel Bryan going heel. Everyone's favorite. Everyone's little goat boy. The loved one. I've never seen Daniel Bryan booed. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm excited. I'm nervous. I'm scared. My heart's jumping everywhere. So anyway, let's get into this. Welcome back, TLP fans. We missed you. And we're here for another episode. I'm joined by my co-host, Walk. Walk has a lovely mustache he's growing. Walk, how's it going?
Mike, the mustache is in preparation for this cold winter we have coming up, and I have to say, it's not helping as much as I thought. But you know what will help is getting into these fiery hot takes we have coming up after a good week of Raw and SmackDown.
Well, I'm excited. So let's jump right into the Daniel Bryan stuff. I'm going to let you lead the way, and then we'll go from there.
All right, sounds good. So in the main event of SmackDown this week, we had Daniel Bryan versus AJ Styles for the WWE title. This all obviously came up after a big brawl in the beginning of the show. You know, everyone's coming out to try and separate him. Shane McMahon finally has no choice but to grant AJ Styles his wish, give Daniel Bryan the title opportunity. Daniel Bryan goes full Shinsuke Nakamura, hits a blow when the ref's not looking, and captures the WWE Championship. Mike, what are your thoughts on this?
First off, I feel bad for Nakamura. Daniel Bryan's been practicing these Muay Thai low blows, groin kicks. I guess it was a punch. Was it a punch? It was a punch. This groin strike, Kung Fu, Bruce Lee style. Nakamura needed to learn that. So Daniel Bryan has the superior striking game, obviously. Daniel Bryan, he won the match. I was not surprised he won the match. I feel like a lot of people were expecting that coming into the night. All these rumors were flying around Twitter, all over social media about how there's supposed to be some huge main event thing coming on. I thought it was just the Daniel Bryan Championship. Man, was I surprised. That heel turn was crazy. Daniel Bryan's smile and him pulling at his hair. Oh, psychopath looking. This is Hollywood Bryan.
Yeah, so, Mike, I don't know if Hollywood Bryan is the right word. I might go with more of a Bollywood Bryan if we're talking, catchy nicknames or something like that. But I just want to point out that there were more, nut shots in this match than a Jackass movie. And it's a good thing that AJ Styles and Daniel Bryan both already have kids, because they're not having kids after that match. That's for damn sure.
That was an awesome match. It was fun. I can't believe they just gave that to us on SmackDown. I wish that would have been... I'm glad it wasn't on Crown Jewel, because I feel like Crown Jewel deserved nothing, and I'm glad it sucked. But, so what do you think? Do you think once they learn that Becky's injured, they don't have their big headliner, Ronda versus Becky, do you think they say, alright, we gotta make the move, we gotta have a big thing here, we gotta go Brock, Daniel Bryan, we gotta get people to want to watch, and to get them even more to watch, let's turn Daniel Bryan heel? Or do you think this is something that's been in the works, and this may have happened no matter what?
I think that it was obviously had been being set up for quite some time now. If you, look back at previous weeks of SmackDown, it's kind of been teased that Daniel Bryan and AJ Styles hadn't really been getting along, and it was kind of honestly teased too that Daniel Bryan was going to be the one to turn heel and not AJ Styles. But I do think that with the injury to Becky Lynch, that it kind of pushed the timeline to the left significantly. And I think that they just kind of were like, you know what, we need to generate some more heat, some more, fervor, if you will, for Survivor Series coming up on Sunday. So I think they went with the biggest storyline they had in the bank and just moved it up to right now.
It needed that. I kind of think it may have happened anyway. I think they didn't have a lot of heat interest outside of Becky Lynch and Ronda. They may have thought that they brought Ronda, Becky may have done enough. And it probably would have, because I was really excited for that match, and I was going to tune in just for that match. Were you not going to just tune in just for Ronda, Becky?
That was I would say probably 80% of the reason I was going to watch Survivor Series. So I'm obviously very clearly upset. I still have a lot of things I need to work through in order to be able to watch the Survivor Series, but I'm getting there. I'm not going to lie to you. Daniel Bryan versus Brock Lesnar is going to, it's helping. It's definitely helping. And Charlotte versus Ronda is also, helping a little bit. But let me tell you, I missed the man already.
Oh, I missed the man too. We're about to get into that. But hey, I'm excited to see what they do with Daniel Bryan versus Brock. I think it's going to be a hell of a match. And I'm really excited to see what this new heel persona of Daniel Bryan does.
Yeah, so Mike, let me ask you, when Miz and Daniel Bryan eventually face off, is Miz going to be the face now?
Oh, I don't know. That would... So they announced the mixed match, the winner of the mixed match challenge for both competitors will take the 30th spot in the Royal Rumble. So the men's winner and the women's winner will take the 30th spot. So would that mean Miz, Asuka, 30?
I think if Miz and Asuka are both 30, then there's almost certainly no way that they will win.
You don't think? I think Miz could win at 30, but I don't know how you turn him face. I don't know how you make... Well, I mean, people cheer for Miz, but I mean, that's just like the big wrestling fans out there, not as interested, not as interested. They're gonna boo him, but I just don't know how you turn him face. He's like one of those guys you've never seen face either.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I feel like there's potential there, and I think that's a we're gonna push that conversation. That's a future us problem to deal with.
Yeah, for now, I think they're gonna keep the Daniel Bryan AJ thing going until at least TLC. I'm sorry, TLP is just so much better than anything else. So TLC, I see AJ, Daniel Bryan. Hopefully that feud ends, and then Royal Rumble, they'll probably give him a filler person until whoever wins at the Royal Rumble. And it could be. I mean, Drew McIntyre could win Royal Rumble and take on Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. We'll see.
That's honestly kind of the main event I was seeing was Drew McIntyre, Brock Lesnar, WrestleMania. Drew wins.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what else they'll do. I mean, they could also maybe they take Braun Strowman takes the belt off Brock at Royal Rumble. Who knows? We'll figure that out when we get there. Let's talk the man. I know you've been dying to talk about it. I want to talk about it. We both love Becky Lynch to death. Our favorite wrestler. This is my favorite wrestler in the last 15, 20 years.
Becky Lynch right now is absolutely my favorite wrestler. She is even with a broken freaking face and a concussion. I mean, she's still out here going for the jugular on people and just crucifying Ronda Rousey in front of everyone, her friends, her family, her damn kids, for crying out loud. I mean, come on now.
I don't think Ronda has kids.
I mean, it's ridiculous. I cannot believe that this was not done sooner. And I think in retrospect, the fact that she can't compete because of how injured she was, and the fact that she still put on that good of a show to finish out Raw, just like adds to like the legend of Becky Lynch in my mind.
I agree. Before I get into that, I just want to say when she came back to SmackDown tonight, and she was just disgusting in front of she was dropping her promo about how she couldn't compete, and she was bummed, and she's gonna be back. She's gonna kick her ass after she gets cleared. The whole women's division was just like in awe of her promo. They were just watching her. And she's like, we're watching a historic run right now. That this is just special. It looked like something special. They looked in awe. It was really cool. But anyway,
I want to actually comment one real quick before you go on, Mike. I want to comment on what you just said right there. I think that this is a run that is going to be one of those legendary runs that people remember for a really long time and be like, hey, remember Becky Lynch's SmackDown women's title run in the end of 2018? I think it's going to be one of those because so far there hasn't been a bad part of it. I mean, she's just been insane at every turn, and every week she just gets better and better, and she just cuts more and more ridiculous fire promos and just crucifying people. And I really don't see how she obviously has the best title reign in WWE right now. I never thought I was going to say this. She has moved past Tommaso Ciampa in my mind as the best champion in WWE. Ooh. And I don't see her losing that anytime soon.
Wow, that's high praise. So what I wanted to say, let's go back to Monday night. So I want to say this is a blessing in disguise for Becky. I think this is going to continue to make the push even stronger. Stone Cold, when he got that push, I hate just comparing this to the Stone Cold 96 King of the Ring push, because I mean, it's similar because Stone Cold also got injured. He returned at Survivor Series against Owen Hart. He had the neck injury. Now Becky's injured. She's going to miss Survivor Series. She doesn't have to take a loss to Ronda. She doesn't have to get a cheap win over Ronda. We get to push this match back to a special event, maybe WrestleMania, maybe something else, maybe Royal Rumble. I don't know. We still get to, and this will just add the build to this match. People are going to want to see it more because we have to wait for it. I mean, we only had such a short build for it anyway, and I think they can have a tremendous build if they actually go with that way. I would love for it to be WrestleMania. I don't care if there's no title on the line. Just make it for both belts. I don't care. Go ahead. I'm good. Yeah.
I don't actually hate your plan at all. I think that having it not be for a belt might honestly be the absolute best thing possible, and just have it be a pride thing, and have it just 100% be about who is the badder woman. Honestly,
the baddest bitch.
The baddest bitch. Of
they
course.
say it all the time.
Yeah, I mean, I guess hey, Google it, bitches. I'm not here to educate you.
Today when we end the show, I'm going to say top bitches out.
Top bitches out. Mikey and I, we started a new thing here at TLP. We're just going to start calling each other bitches all the time now because apparently it's okay to do in WWE. So it's okay to do on TLP.
We're the biggest blog podcast bitches in the biz. The baddest blog bitches in the biz. That's right. You heard it here first.
Anyway, yeah. I was before I was aware of the Becky Lynch injury. I had definitely. I stand by this statement as well too. Becky Lynch already gave SmackDown a commanding 100-1 lead in the Survivor Series scorecard. So SmackDown's going to win by 1,000, and Raw's going to get swept. There's no going around it.
We'll get more into that when we talk about it. The Becky thing, I loved I think the blood was. I said it was blood in disguise already. I think the blood and her getting opened up, it just creates a visual. It's just one of those things. It just recreates the moment. It makes this moment even feel more special. The crowd was so loud for her. You hear before the show even started, you just hear people chanting, Becky, Becky. I mean, she's the hottest thing in WWE right now. And I really hope we see Ronda, Becky, comparable to Stone Cold versus The Rock. We get that rivalry. WrestleMania, headline it. I'm fine with that. I would love. I'm not fine with it. I want that. I want that right now. I want it a million times. I love it.
What if? So they originally, had plans for Ronda Rousey versus Charlotte to main event WrestleMania. What if it becomes Becky versus Ronda?
I hope so. That's what I said. I really hope it is. I'm excited to see Ronda Charlotte this weekend. I think it's gonna be a good match, but I know they're not going to put Charlotte over Ronda. There's no chance.
No, not at all. So what about Nia? What about obviously I was kind of surprised about this. WWE kind of leaned into this. They were like kind of even owned up to it and be like, hey, like Nia punched her in the face. That's why she broke her fucking face. Like,
They found an alternative angle that they had. I saw an angle, like a fan's angle, like of that punch, the exact same. It was basically the same video. But WWE had the video on their camera. They went out of their way. That wasn't the angle that was shown on TV. That was not publicized before. They went out of their way to show that first thing in the broadcast. They made sure everyone knows it was Nia's fault. Nia, she's injured 3 women this month with Zelina Vega. Did she injure Ember Moon?
No, she did not.
Who was the other person she injured?
I don't really remember. You're going to have to figure it out. Here, I'll look it up while you keep talking.
All right, yeah, Zelina Vega was the one of them, and then Becky, obviously. But, yeah, I mean, and then they kept taking shots at Nia throughout the night. I think they told a lot of the superstars to say, hey, I'm just going to punch him in the face. I'm going to break his face. They continue to take shots. It was that's something Vince McMahon really likes, and that WWE creative staff, the writer staff, really like to do. They keep those little puns, those plays there, and they make sure people hear it, and it's one of those things. I think the locker room's pretty upset with Nia, honestly. I think she has heat from